This video is brought to you by Exploding Minions, a new card game from Exploding Kittens. Get it now at explodingkittens.com.
So it's 50% drinking game, 50% life-size Candyland.
Well, it's more like 75 drinking, 20 Candyland. And by the way, the floor is molten lava.
It's actually 90% drinking, and then it's got a loose Candyland-like structure to it.
But with stakes.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to MsMojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 fictional games we wish were real.
Come on, every kid's gotta play Motorball.
I'm sorry, but it's the 9th highest selling multiplayer figurine-based strategy fantasy sequel game in history.
Wow, looks like we have ourselves a pie showdown.
For this list, we're looking at games from movies, shows, and other popular media that we would like to see made a reality. We are including fictional games that did eventually inspire fan-made versions or official tie-ins. So, which of these games would you most like to play in real life? Let us know in the comments. All right, let's roll the dice and start.
Number 10, Motorball, Alita Battle Angel.
Go easy on me, guys.
Sure, kid.
The most popular game in Iron City, Motorball shares a fair deal in common with Rollerball. Both mix elements of roller derby, gladiator matches, and various extreme sports. What gives Motorball an edge is the robot combat angle. You don't necessarily need to be a cyborg to play Motorball, especially if it's just a casual game in the street. If you're going to enter a tournament, however, it helps if you have a few spare parts or a spare body on hand. That said, it takes a special kind of player to master and survive this battle royale style game.
The new kid, Alita, takes possession right off the snap.
Even if you're not built to play the game, that doesn't mean you can't cheer from the crowd and make some bets while you're at it. Number 9, Bamboozled Friends.
Let's play Bamboozled. Chandler, you'll go first. What is the capital of Colombia?
Bogota.
It's Bogota, but close enough.
Friends remains one of the most popular sitcoms ever, and kooky game shows are constantly getting greenlit. So why hasn't anyone made a Bamboozled show?
I'll take a card.
Okay, you pick the gimme card. You get all of Ross's points.
What? This game is kind of fun.
Sure, the rules sound complicated, but they're pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. You just need to answer trivia questions, making your way up the ladder of chance, and passing the mud hut and rainbow ring to the golden monkey and paradise pond.
Well, what's complicated? You spin the wheel of mayhem to go up the ladder of chance, you go past the mud hut, through the rainbow ring to get to the golden monkey, you yank his tail, and boom, you're in paradise pond.
For bonus points, be prepared to hold your breath, speak backwards, and switch feet between questions while hopping. Other than that, hope the wheel of mayhem spins in your favor, use the Google and Wicked Wango cards wisely, and don't talk to other contestants. See? Simple. Okay, maybe we should just play cups.
You win. Oh, what did you have? Well, it doesn't matter. Nothing beats a 3 and a 6.
Number 8, Pieshow, the Avatar The Last Airbender franchise.
It seems I've lost my lotus tile.
Lotus tile?
For my Pieshow game.
At first glance, Pieshow looks like a cross between Chinese checkers, Chinese chess, and Go. Pieshow is every bit as intricate as those games, requiring the patience and wisdom of someone like Iroh to master it.
They say that the game of Pieshow was invented by the spirits, although some of them don't seem to grasp it very well.
In the world of Avatar, different cultures have played Pieshow in different ways. Some with a focus on strategy, others on chance.
This game is all about slow, methodical strategy.
No, it's not. This is a fast-paced, edge-of-your-seat game of chance. Don't think, just go.
In each iteration, the game involves moving a series of tiles around a circular board to create harmonies. The White Lotus tile is a significant piece that not everyone recognizes the value of.
I see you favor the White Lotus gambit. Not many still cling to the ancient ways.
Those who do can always find a friend.
Fans and even Nickelodeon have developed versions of Pieshow, but we've yet to play against an Order of the White Lotus member. Of course, if you prefer more physical games, there's always pro bending.
And they're off. The two teams waste no time trying to blast each other out of Zone 1.
Number 7, Cones of Dunshire, Parks and Recreation.
Presenting the Cones of Dunshire, a brand new gaming experience. 8 to 12 players, 2 wizards, a maverick, the arbiter, 2 warriors, a corporal, and a ledgerman. Now, the ledgerman just keeps score, and he wears this hat.
Oh boy.
Leave it to Ben Wyatt to create a game that's as nerdy and epic as Dungeons & Dragons. Granted, even Ben recognizes that the rules may be a tad elaborate, but there is an audience for it.
Excuse me, how did you guys get your hands on this game?
Someone sent it to us. Have you played it?
I invented Cones of Dunshire.
The game revolves around creating civilizations in order to collect 4 cones. What's the significance of the cones? Well, they may or may not be a metaphor for something. While the cones give the game a unique essence, it also involves more traditional fantasy elements like wizards and warriors. Being the ledgerman isn't as fun, but at least you get to wear a hat while keeping score. If you have 8 to 12 friends, set up a board, roll the dice, and never underestimate the farmer.
Now, the object is to accumulate cones. 4 cones wins, but in order to get a cone, you have to build a civilization.
Number 6, True American, New Girl.
So it's 50% drinking game, 50% life-size Candyland.
Well, it's more like 75 drinking, 20 Candyland. And by the way, the floor is molten lava.
True American is surprisingly complex for a drinking game. Then again, a lot of us have come up with some nonsensical ideas while drinking. The best way to describe True American is Candyland with booze and a dash of the floor is lava. There's also a stripping element if you're playing by Clinton rules.
Gettysburg! Home run! Oh no, look at Bill.
Are you brushed up on your U.S. history? Well, if not, just remember 2 U.S. presidents, JFK and FDR.
1, 2, 3, 4, JFK, FDR!
Whether or not you play in teams, the objective is to get all the beers out of the way to reach the king of the castle, a liquor bottle, and take a swig. We tell you more about the rules, but everything we say about True American is a lie.
And remember, everything you hear in True American is a lie, knock on wood.
Number 5, Dejarik, the Star Wars franchise.
Anyway, we should be at all around about 0200 hours.
Traveling through space sounds exciting, but being stuck on a starship can get dull after a while. That's why you always want Dejarik on board.
Somehow I never get bored with winning.
No home in the galaxy should be without this game either. Alternatively known as holo chess, it operates kind of like regular chess. Instead of kings, queens, and pawns though, Dejarik consists of holographic creatures. Each piece has its own stats and special attack, making things far more exciting than your average board game. Like any game, however, there's bound to be a sore loser. If you value your arms, we'd suggest letting the Wookiee win.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose. Wookiees are known to do that.
While there are Dejarik replicas out there, we are still waiting for holographic technology to catch up with the idea.
He can't beat us every time.
And apparently he does.
How does he do it?
This guy right here, it's because he cheats.
I'm kidding.
Oh, come on, take your
You're
turn.
250 years
taking
old.
forever.
Of course
That's
you're
cheating.
better
That's why we
than
think
us.
you're cheating.
Number 4, Jumanji, the Jumanji franchise.
You want to play?
I quit playing board games 5 years ago.
Sure, anyone can go online and buy the Jumanji board game, but we're pretty sure it won't transport you to the jungle or bring the jungle to you. We doubt it'll turn into a video game where your avatar looks like The Rock either.
What the?
If Jumanji were real, there would be a considerable risk factor. For anyone who loves wild animals and has a thirst for adventure, though, it would be a risk worth taking. The question is whether you'd rather live out Alan Parrish's journey, return the Jaguar's eye, or seek out the Falcon Heart.
Jumanji?
In any case, Jumanji will always have an adventure for those brave enough to play. Or if the jungle isn't your jam, why not take an outer space adventure with Zathura?
I think we're home.
Number 3, Pokemon Battles, the Pokemon franchise.
The Pokemon battle will now begin. Only one Pokemon may be used. The gym leader, Lieutenant Surge, has chosen Raichu. The challenger, Ash, has chosen Pikachu.
We've played the video games and card games, not to mention the AR phenomenon Pokemon Go. Alas, we've never been able to completely fulfill our desire to become a Pokemon master. Every 90s kid and beyond has fantasized about selecting a starter. commencing a journey that will take you to different gyms across the land. In between claiming badges, you'll capture more Pokemon, battle fellow trainers, and form unbreakable bonds.
I choose you! Squirtle! Squirtle!
It all culminates with entering the Pokemon League to take your shot at the regional championship. Win or lose, competing in a stadium surrounded by a cheering crowd is reward enough. Until science finds a way to genetically engineer Pokemon and develop balls that can encapsulate them, though, we'll just have to stick to our consoles.
Pikachu versus Charizard. Rematch!
Number 2, Oasis, Ready Player One.
This is the Oasis. It's a place where the limits of reality are your own imagination.
We could make all of these games a reality if the Oasis existed. Actually, anything that we wish were real could be achieved through this virtual reality experience. You could climb Mount Everest with Batman, do battle alongside the Iron Giant, or search for the ultimate Easter egg. Those are just some of the examples that Ready Player One gives us.
Planet Doom, the most dangerous place in the Oasis, and pretty great place to pick up coin.
Off the top of our heads, your avatar could be a 50-foot-tall cyborg version of Fred the Dunkin' Donuts baker. And you could reenact the plot of Dangerous Liaisons. As we said, anything is possible, no matter how bonkers or random. As sophisticated as VR has become, we may have to wait until at least 2045 to reach the Oasis's level of immersion.
First to the key!
Quite a few of these games are dangerous, to put it mildly. Like, are we sure we want Jumanji in the real world? I'm bad at Monopoly, so I wouldn't want to make a mistake at a high-stakes game like that. But anyway, our number 1 game is one that I would definitely play if given the opportunity in real life. I'd probably still get hurt, but that's just me. Anyway, so let's look at some honorable mentions, and then we'll name our top fictional game we wish were real.
Starfighter, The Last Starfighter. Getting the highest score is only the beginning.
Right there, right there!
Journey to the Center of Hawkthorne. Community. There's a fan-made version. Look it up.
Aww, are adorable! Why did this thing take photos if it was going to completely fabricate random body shapes?
That's what I'm saying. My hair looks good, though. Orange button is jump. Yeah. Which guy am I? There's a door here.
WrestleJam 88, The Wrestler. Because Mickey Rourke needs his own game.
Here comes the Ayatollah.
Shake it in my boots. Here we go. Come on.
So you hear about Call of Duty 4?
You know what?
Light Cycle Racing, the Tron franchise. Let us into this digital frontier. Whack-Bat, Fantastic Mr. Fox. We'll let Coach Skip explain the rules.
Well, it's real simple. Basically, there's 3 grabbers, 3 taggers, 5 twig runners, and the player at Whack-Bat. The center tagger lights a pine cone, chucks it over the basket, and the Whack-Batter tries to hit the cedar stick off the cross rock. Then the twig runners dash back and forth until the pine cone burns out and the umpire calls hotbox. Finally, at the end, you count up however many score downs it adds up to and divide that by 9.
Got it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Quidditch, the Harry Potter franchise.
There are 3 kinds of balls. This one's called the quaffle. Now the chasers handle the quaffle and try to put it through one of those 3 hoops.
We know there's an international Quidditch association, but the Muggle version of the sport cannot compete with the real deal. Running with a broom just isn't the same as flying with a broom. Likewise, who wants to play regular chess when you could be playing wizard's chess?
Castle to E4!
Unlike some other fictional games, Quidditch is a fully fleshed out fictional sport. Games consist of 2 teams, each composed of 3 chasers to score with the quaffle, a keeper to defend goal hoops, 2 beaters to protect teammates from bludgers, and a seeker to catch the golden snitch, effectively ending the game. Don't assume that the snitch's 150 points guarantee your team's victory, though. Now, if only someone would invent magic already.
So how about you? Is it a board game or a more flying through the air, catching snitches kind of game that you'd like to play in the real world? Let us know in the comments. Or come tell me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton or on my YouTube channel. See ya.
This video is brought to you by Exploding Minions, a new card game from Exploding Kittens. Get it now at explodingkittens.com.